So we are officially just less than 5 days away from Nintendo's E3 Direct presentation that we're all eagerly awaiting, and with that we are seeing some major leaks pop up online suggesting that Nintendo may be focusing on Zelda's 35th anniversary after all, so we have to break down where these rumors came from, how valid are they, and can we expect to see Zelda's 35th anniversary actually celebrated at Nintendo's 2021 E3 Direct presentation. What's up, Nation? If it's your first time on the channel, make sure you join Sunbro Nation by subscribing below. Hit the like button on this video if you enjoy it today, and make sure you turn on your bell notification icon so you're kept up to date with all the newest gaming news. Now guys, as I mentioned, we have a huge Zelda 35th anniversary E3 leak to cover today, but before I do hop into all the details of that, I want to quickly update you guys with the huge tweet that Nintendo of America put out earlier this morning, and that is that they will be holding a giant eShop sale. As we hop over to Nintendo's Twitter, it says the hashtag Nintendo Switch Digital Deals event goes live on Tuesday 6/15. Stop by the Nintendo eShop starting at 10 a.m. Pacific time for some big savings on hundreds of games, and then they do include a graphic that shows Nintendo Switch Digital Deals save up to 50%. So they are obviously planning some major announcements to drop at their E3 presentation, and they're going to be putting what appears to be a lot of probably first-party games that we don't typically see go on sale actually go on sale during that E3 presentation, or maybe at the end of it. So it appears it's during the morning of their actual event, so it's actually about an hour after the Direct wraps up. So I'll be very excited to see if maybe some shadow drop games are actually going to be on sale as well, or if this is all just going to be for existing titles. But it does appear that this is going to be a very big promotion, and it's not something where it's just the indie and third-party developed type of game. So I do think you should absolutely pay attention to this, and when it goes live, go hop over to the eShop and see if there's maybe any games in there that you've been holding off on buying that are now at a reasonable enough price, as up to 50% is obviously very uncommon for Nintendo, and they are going to want to get a bunch of media hype, as they are going to be, that's their big day, Tuesday, June 15th, all eyes on Nintendo. And we also have to talk about that date for the big reason and the big leaks that have happened recently online around GameStop's big event and around Zelda's 35th anniversary. And first, I do want to shout out Nintendo Prime, as he is a Nintendo YouTuber that I do highly recommend, and I would check out his content. He actually broke this story first and released a picture of a GameStop, what appeared to be like a manager schedule, that basically said on June 15th, you do need to have double staff on stores. That should be a requirement from corporate GameStop because of some large event. And we did not know at that time what the event might be pointing towards. Then you had, about a day after he broke that news, you had Spawnwave and you had Jeff Grubb both tweet out that they are hearing from GameStop, or hearing from probably connections they have through GameStop, that this is Zelda related. And then so from there, everybody started to speculate around what it might be. Is this Switch Pro pre-order? Well, I don't think it's that. Then we got the big piece of info that really points to Nintendo actually probably focusing on Zelda at their E3 Direct presentation, as there is now a leaked photo of a poster that is clearly a Zelda 35th anniversary celebration style poster. I mean, it is as nostalgic as you can get when you look at this, because obviously it has all of the various different forms of Link. It has a ton of different characters from the course of the entire series. So while it doesn't necessarily point to what games we might see Nintendo announce, if GameStop's getting these posters right now, and Nintendo's E3 Direct presentation is obviously taking place on Tuesday, June 15th, which is one of the days they're supposed to have double staff, well, it probably means whatever Nintendo games that they're going to announce when it comes to Legend of Zelda series is probably going to go with some kind of pre-order bonus for this poster. So I think this is a huge deal. Up to this point, I had been thinking that Nintendo would focus on Zelda's 35th anniversary at their E3 presentation, but then as we got closer and closer and more reports were starting to come out from various leakers, I actually started to get more on the side of it maybe not taking place at E3, and maybe we would just get the Breath of the Wild 2 stuff, we would get Skyward Sword HD, and then they would basically say, we know it's Zelda Zelda's 35th anniversary and there's going to be a direct at a later date, or maybe they wouldn't mention it at all. But now that this poster's out there at GameStop floating around and it does appear to be legit, I absolutely believe we're going to see Nintendo have a portion of their direct cut out specifically for Zelda's 35th anniversary, and then whatever game they announce is probably going to be the pre-order bonus of this poster that comes along with that game. And I do think the safe prediction for what they will probably announce at this event will be the Zelda, Twilight Princess, and Wind Waker combo pack, and the poster will probably come as a pre-order gift with that. They could go all out and surprise us and maybe include Ocarina of Time 3D from the 3DS on that collection pack. That would be absolutely incredible, and I would think, I would love them to do that, but then it also, if they're marketing that alongside a Skyward Sword HD, which is a standalone $60 game, and then they're also turning around and giving us 3 Zelda games for $60, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I do think you can argue, because Twilight Princess and Wind Waker have already been HD remastered on the Wii U, that maybe that makes a little bit more sense to do a combo pack since they were released as HD remasters once before. But that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting us to get at least one new major Zelda game announced that we don't know so far. If we're really lucky, hopefully we see whatever Grezzo's working on announced as well. But now I'm going to set my expectations to at least see some kind of mention of Zelda's 35th anniversary at this event, and then hopefully be able to go run down to GameStop and secure one of those posters, as it does look incredible, and it's obviously a great anthology type of poster for the Legend of Zelda series. Now, the last thing I want to briefly touch on as far as this news is there's a bunch of back and forth talk about, will this be the Switch Pro launch, and is that why GameStop's doing this? Well, the answer that I honestly think at this point, as we are very close to E3 at the time of filming this video, I do not think we will see Nintendo announce a Switch Pro. There is also reports, and Spawnwave did cover, that he thinks that this will be a Xbox Series X and S restock date also, so that's definitely going to play into why GameStop is double staffed. So it might not be the huge game-breaking Nintendo news that's going to be driving this double staff. It could also very easily be just the fact that they're getting Series X and S's in stock, and maybe even PS5s. I'm not sure about that one, but if they're getting a lot of console restock on a big date like that, well, that could be a big portion of why they're double staffing, and it doesn't all have to be Nintendo related. But the fact that they are getting this poster leads me to believe it is Zelda 35th anniversary related as well. The Nintendo Switch Pro, on the other hand, as we've obviously seen, we expected last Thursday to be the date that Nintendo would drop it. They didn't drop it then, and now we're so close into the hype of everything. Like, at the time of filming this video, Summer Games Fest is about to go live right now. Then we go straight into the E3 weekend. I don't think Nintendo announces this thing until after E3, maybe even later into the year, closer to when they may launch it. So I do not think this will be a Nintendo Switch Pro event personally. I could obviously be wrong. Nintendo loves to surprise us. They tweeted out that their direct presentation is only going to be focused on software, but we do know Nintendo to just throw curveballs, and they could just be trying to set expectations lower, and they just close the show with the Switch Pro announcement and then says, you can go down to your GameStop and pre-order it right now. That could be absolutely insane. I don't think they'll do that, but that's definitely a possibility. But guys, at this point in the video, I really want to know your opinions, because this is a big ongoing situation. I will continue to cover it here on the channel, and hopefully we get more concrete information soon, and we'll definitely know all the information by the end of Tuesday when Nintendo wraps up their E3 Direct presentation. But I really want to know what your guys' opinions and speculation is around what type of titles we might see announced for Zelda's 35th anniversary, and if you think this is going to be a Twilight Princess and Wind Waker combo pack, or if you think this is going to be something entirely different, or maybe a bigger pack that includes Ocarina of Time also. So leave all your thoughts on that topic with me in the comments down below, as I do look forward to getting a back and forth conversation started with you all. Then also hop over to the community tab, where I will be asking you which Zelda games you think that we will see as part of this Zelda 35th anniversary, and if you think we'll see it happen at E3 or not. So thanks for doing those things before you leave the video today. Thanks so much for watching the video today, everyone. I do truly appreciate you all sticking around until the end. At this point in the video, I do want to invite you guys one more time to join Sunbro Nation if you haven't done so already. Do so by subscribing below, hit the like button on your way out if you enjoyed it today, and make sure you turn on your bell notification icon so you're kept up to date with all the newest gaming news. That's going to do it for me, guys. I hope you all have a great day. Sunbro Nation, out.